We're at Panera Bread.
Yep, Panera Bread.
She got some mac and cheese, and I got me a tuna sandwich and some broccoli and cheddar soup, and water, and I got me a brownie to go. So, I am excited. It looks so good.
We got a 11, 12 o'clock at night book haul because we went to Walmart. We had to get some stuff, but I got Where the Crawdads Sing. Melissa really said it's very good. Don't know a whole lot about it, but it was one of Reese's book club. And I got The Chef by June Patterson. Melanie just finished it, I believe, and said it was really good. So this is my midnight haul. And I got me some jammies. Night before Christmas jammies. So I'm about to get these on, take a bath, and read. Hi, so I'm currently reading Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. On page 232, and it follows a young 7-year-old boy named Christopher. It's hard to describe this book. It's kind of Stephen King vibes. Christopher goes into these woods. His mom basically got out of an abusive relationship, and she moves Christopher to this town. And he starts hearing this voice. Well, he goes missing for 6 days in the woods. And he hears this voice, and him and his friends build this tree house. I won't go any further than that, but it gets really creepy. I will warn you, it is a slow start, but it gets really creepy. So I'm enjoying it, and I want to try to see if I can finish it today. I'm sorry I have been MIA. I've just been sick. I won't lie. I just haven't felt up to vlogging and reading, but I'm getting my mojo back. So I'll update you later, just when I'm a little bit further. Bye.
I finished Plum Pudding Murder by Joanne Fluke. This book was okay in my opinion. I love the mystery aspect, but there are recipes scattered throughout each chapter, and I really wish with the Hannah Swensen mysteries that they would have put all of the recipes at the end of the book instead of in the chapters and intermingling them with the actual story and mystery. Hannah Swensen owns this bake shop called The Cookie Jar, and she comes in contact with this guy who owns a Christmas tree lot called Larry Jaguar. People call him Lunatic Larry because he swindles money from people, and he's a bad businessman. He cooks the books. Hannah knows him because for his bake shop, I think they called it the Elf's Bake Shop cookie store, Hannah was making cookies for his bake shop that's located on the Christmas tree lot. I would have enjoyed this story a lot more if the recipes were at the end of the book instead of distracting from the mystery. The end was a little predictable too, as far as you could pretty much tell who the antagonist was. Not even halfway through the book, I figured it out pretty quickly. If you're looking for a book with some good recipes, it's actually a recipe for Minnesota plum pudding that is actually made with real plums, which actually sounds really good. There are some great recipes in here. I will say that, like I said, I just wish they were at the end of the book. But those are my thoughts on Joanne Fluke's Plum Pudding Murder. I just wanted to update you on my reading. I'm currently reading The Life Between Us. It's by 2 authors. There's supposed to be this huge twist at the end of the book. So I'm looking forward to that. The story is about this woman. She does not want this other woman to marry her ex-husband. And you think that she's kind of a stalker, but there are other things that are going on in the story. So far, I'm really liking it. I'm getting into the story more and more. I'm on about chapter 20. I'm looking forward to finishing this book. I have picked me up a sub sandwich from Subway, and I am going to just relax right now. And I'll let you know what I think about the book when I finish it. Hopefully I can finish it tomorrow.
We're going out to Barnes & Noble, got to Best Buy, get her an Ethernet cable, get me a cable to hook up a second monitor to a PC, but we're just out and about. I'm currently reading, still in process of reading Imaginary Friend. I'm taking a break and reading The Chef by Jane Patterson. Love it.
And I just finished The Wife Between Us. That was a very good book. It's about Vanessa, who was married to a guy named Richard, who is very rich and has all this money. Richard is about to marry his secretary, who he had an affair with while he was married to Vanessa.
Oh, yeah.
So this was a very intriguing book and holy plot twist at the end. So that's all I'm going to tell you about it, because it's a thriller. I don't want to give too much away, because you say any more, you're going to ruin the book. So I don't want to do that to anybody. But I did enjoy the book, The Wife Between Us. And if you get a chance, let me know if you've read this book or are wanting to read this book, your thoughts about the book. And we'll see you in a few.
Bye.
Bye. Can I get an Apple card?
Oh, I didn't show you, but come here. This is what I got now. They have the IMAX out.
The IMAX? Where is it?
Like,
Oh my goodness, they have the ornaments out. We're at Starbucks, so I gotta get me my mocha frappuccino. Here we are, Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna pick up a book and then we're gonna head home. I wanted to show you what I got. I went to Starbucks and I got a peppermint mocha frappuccino. And the reusable cups are only $2. So I got it in a reusable cup. And I picked up 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. And I picked up Christmas Sweets by Joanne Fluke, Laura Levine, and Leslie Muir. So, yay! This ought to be a pretty cool book. And I'm just chilling with the beautiful. Look at her hair, guys.
I'm a spicy redhead.
She's a spicy redhead now. Doesn't she look beautiful with the red hair? Well, she always looks beautiful, but her hair is so cute, redhead. My favorite redhead now. Lucille Ball has to come in second. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm currently reading, almost finished with, Anonymous Girl. It's by the same authors that wrote The Wife Between Us. It's a psychological thriller about Dr. Shields, who is a psychiatrist. And she is conducting a psychological study, or an ethics study. And this girl, Jessica, is one of the participants in her study. I won't go into any more of this book, except to say that there is an affair involved, and it's really good. I don't want to spoil the book, though, because with thrillers, it's really easy to spoil a book. I hope that you get a chance to read this book. So I just finished reading Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. The book was even better than their first story that they wrote together that I read, The Wife Between Us. And there is a plot twist, and it is a psychological thriller. The psychiatrist and Jessie are in this, well, she's involved in this case study, and it turns out to be really involved and really dangerous and there's an affair going on, and it just goes downhill from there. It's amazing. This writing duo has a fantastic way of writing books with plot twists that you never see coming. So if you love thrillers, definitely check out The Wife Between Us and Anonymous Girl. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. We're at Burger King and we're gonna get the Impossible Whopper.
Yes. Can I get an Impossible Whopper?
How do you want it? No onions and no cheese.
She wants no onions and no cheese.
So with the Impossible Whopper, we got some cheesy tots. The tots that have cheese inside them. And they come in a packet like this. And we just had some of them. And they're actually better than Sonic, aren't they, honey? So they're not bad, and I've had the Impossible Whopper before, and it is really, really good.
Another one.
But those cheese flavored, they're tots with like cheese inside, and they look like this. Really good. Better than Sonic's, I think. So I am reading right now. I'm on chapter 5 of the second book in the Coffee House Mystery series. I'm buddy reading with a friend of mine. And so we're on book 2, chapter 5, and it is really good. It takes place in fall, during the fall time. So it's a great read for fall. I have my Impossible Whopper. Guys, this is really, really good. I've had it before. I have no cheese and no onions on mine because I don't like cheese or onions. But it is really, really good. Just having a kind of a lazy day and just relaxing. She is still reading The Chef, I believe. And she's picked that book up because I read it. And she seems to be liking it. She's like, oh my gosh. So it's really cool. So I'm glad she's enjoying the book that I read and kind of suggested to her. So I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to get a few Dunkin' Donuts and donuts. Guys, this is so cool. I found a lip balm that is peppermint at Dunkin' Donuts. Like a peppermint lip balm. I'm excited to try that. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so awesome. So I'm doing a donut unboxing. We have Treatin', Slane, Dunkin', Carolyn, Deccan, Bacon. And those are the donuts. The peppermint brownie chunks, and then they have regular glazed and chocolate glazed, and then we have an apple spice. So those are our donuts. Simka's just having fun laying down, resting and relaxing on the couch right beside Mama Mel. And she's adorable. I just love that little girl. Hi, so I am still reading through the grinder. I am on chapter 19 or so of the book, Through the Grinder. It was book 2 in the Coffee House Mystery series. I'm on my way to the doctor to have my stitches removed where they had to take my mole off my back. The good news is everything turned out okay. Doctor called me and said that the lab work came back and I don't have any issues with the C word. They caught it in time. It was a dysplastic nevus, which means if I had left it any longer, I would have had problems with the more, it would have been an issue. But thankfully, everything turned out okay, and I'm gonna have the stitches removed. So we'll catch you in a minute. So I just finished Through the Grinder by Cleo Cole. This is a husband and wife writing duo. There are recipes in the back of this book. There are in a lot of cozy mysteries, which I really love. But I just wanted to update you and let you know I did not see this one coming. Claire Cozy owns the Village Blend coffee shop. And her and her daughter are both single, so they have this social night called Cappuccino Gathering, and where they gather together, single people, and they have cappuccinos, and it's kind of like a fun little get-together where the men rotate and talk to each woman, and each person has to find 3 potential dates to go on. During this time, there is someone called the Genius who is murdering people and making it look like a suicide. And it is a plot twist to find out who it is. I won't spoil the book, but this is an ongoing series. You get to find out about Detective Quinn and her ex-husband Mateo and her daughter Joy. And I just love this series so much. And I want to thank my friend and sister for reading this book with me, Jacqueline. So thank you so much for reading this book with me. We did a buddy read on this book, and I absolutely love this book. I guess I'm going to close this vlog off.
They wouldn't let me over.
We love you guys, and we wish you
Peace, love.
books and coffee and many blessings. Bye.
Bye.